Hello, all of you septic tank dwelling sacrilegious sycophants of the world. My name is Eliza Pancakes. In today's episode of What's in the Bag, we have a very special guest. You'll never guess who. Summertime. Summer LaBelle Jackson. You're finally here. I thought it would have taken you longer to get here. But here you are. You're here on What's in the Bag, the Early Out Loser show. How do you feel, hun? How do you feel being here?
Well, Eliza, it feels good to be here in order to tell my story to the public.
Oh, gee, I wonder what story that might be. Would it be overweight black woman goes for a stunt move that she's completely unqualified to pull off and ends up getting herself knocked out of the competition, or lady walks out on the stage wearing an ugly, uninspired spandex dress and calls it professionalista? I don't know. You tell me.
Wow, all right then.
Summer, this new format of the show, I like to just go right in, dive right into it. You know, like how you being a lesbian, you like to dive right into a muff before you eat it. I want to see what's in the bag. So, Summer, what did you bring for us today? Let's take the deep dive into the bag. Now, this horrid basic looking red thing is what you were wearing when you attempted to do a flip or whatever and fell on the stage and broke your neck. I don't know what to say about this. It's a very blasé look, Summer. You know, like, people were really hyping you up. I remember, like, preseason, it's like, oh my god, she's gonna go far, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of, like, gaslighted myself into, like, buying into the hype. I took the bait. And I was very disappointed, Summer. I was very disappointed that you did not live up to the hype.
Yay, you and me both.
I have to say, Summer, that for a dress that technically you didn't go home in, but it was the last time we actually saw you on, like, stage as an active contestant, because it was announced that you were gone from the competition, like, first thing the next episode. It's not a horrible look. It's bland, and I stand by that. It's bland. But I am noticing some things, like the shoes are nice. I like those. I like the stockings that you wore for it that are kind of like sparkly and shiny. I like that. It's just a little something to, you know, I guess glam up an otherwise dull dress. Overall, it's not a horrible look. I think for professionalista, something like what I'm wearing would have been better. In fact, honestly, a lot of, like, queens wore things that I would expect to see a salesperson at, like, Ashley Furniture wearing. And to me, that's not what strikes me as professional or professionalista. It just says salesperson. And I honestly don't really know what the judges were thinking. It's like with season 2's thrown together looks. Nobody could come to a, like, consensus on what the fuck a thrown together look should be. So they're all like, oh, LMNOP, you're on the bottom. Oh, Darren Leak, you don't win. I mean, it's stupid. Now, for your lip sync, most times I would, like, encourage queens to go big or go home. But in your case, since you're already pretty big enough on your own, I would assume that you would have known well enough, judging by your girth, to stay in your own lane and not attempt to do something that a more limber, flexible queen could do. And then you end up breaking your face and you had to go home. See, you upset not only yourself, but you upset everybody who was watching, Summer. We all wanted to see you make it, and you just kind of, you know, you dropped the soap, I guess. Or actually, a more apt analogy would be you dropped the pudding. But that's okay, the buffet is just right there, so you can go back for some more.
Eliza, I don't know if you've ever had to lip sync on stage before the judges, but the pressure is on as soon as the music hits. And even though it wasn't a bottom 2 lip sync, I still wanted to win, and that meant putting on a win-worthy performance that the judges were only going to get from me.
Oh, I've definitely had to lip sync for Morgan before. And I sent 2 bitches home.
Then you know the kinds of pressure you feel when you're expected to deliver the best performance of the season.
Actually, I don't know that because my shitty quote-unquote job here at What's in the Bag was on the line if I lost, and I was actively trying to lose that lip sync because I literally get paid in packaging peanuts. That's what they pay me here. That is my salary here at What's in the Fucking Bag. Packing peanuts, Summer. So yes, I know there's pressure, but I was pressuring myself to lose because if I lost, oh well, it means I don't have to deal with this fucking company anymore. Oh, but guess what? Morgan's like, well, guess what? You win, Eliza, and sent her other 2 queens home, which wasn't supposed to happen. But here we are. I digress. Let's move on to this next dress. Ooh, I don't know what look this is, but it is giving off hooker realness.
That was supposed to be for the Naughty by Nightwear runway.
So, you figured for the Naughty by Nightwear runway, an appropriate look would basically be to come out dressed as a prostitute. Like, could you honestly see yourself or anyone wearing that outfit to go to bed? I mean, maybe to go to bed in like a crack house or on like the street corner, or like to go to bed like in the car with your John or something. But like, would a normal person wear that? I don't think so.
Well, Eliza, I had to try something to stand out from the crowd.
Oh, honey, bless you. Bless your big enlarged heart. Honey, you don't think that on a cast of mostly 20-something plus twinks that you aren't the philosophical elephant in the room? I think you stand out about as far and wide as one possibly could. Okay, let's change the subject. Who would you have done for Snatch Game?
Well, I had planned to be Queen Latifah for Snatch Game.
Oh, that's perfect. Another overweight black lesbian. That is exactly what this contest needs. Oh, bless you. All right, let's move on to this next final dress, thank God. First off, Summer, tell us what runway this dress would have been worn for. Inquiring minds want to know. Your 5 fans out of Milwaukee, fattest city in the US, want to know.
This was supposed to be for the Dress to Empress runway, so after the nighttime soap challenge.
You know, speaking of nighttime soap, you probably would have been like really, really successful on like an all-black version of Knots Landing. Like, honey, don't go there, bitch. Ho. Right? Am I right?
Excuse me?
Anyway, moving on. I like this dress, although I have to say after 5 seasons, I feel like it's been kind of like overused. Like, I noticed that whenever there's like some kind of royalty challenge or some kind of like, you know, prom themed runway or like, you know, finale runway, all the queens bust out this look and they wear it. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad look. I'm just saying it's a tired, old, withered, used, worn out silhouette. Literally, I think every queen on each season, at least 1 or 2 queens from each season has worn this dress at least once or twice. And it's at this point, it's like, come on, honey, like get creative. Get some inspiration and do something different. It doesn't have to be like some gothic fucking dress with ribbons everywhere to be considered, oh, this is Dress to Impress. Like, you could literally take something out of the trash and throw some glitter and sparkles on it, and there you go. And bejewel and bedazzle a belt and the shoes, and there you go. A brand new dress.
Child, I'll tell you what is garbage. Your stank-ass, trifling attitude is garbage.
Oh, here we go. She's offended, and now she's gonna read me for filth, mama.
And don't think just because you married a black man means that you can condescend and talk down to any old queen of color that appears on your show.
Honestly, Summer, what is it that you want me to say? I would think that the money coming from all those DEI incentives would keep you happy enough, but I guess not. Anyway, it's time to close out the show, so if you have any final words for your, like, one fan in Alabama.
The next time I see your pasty ass out in public, it's on site.
Wow, talk about an ingrate. You invite a loser onto your show to talk about their experience, and they turn around and they threaten you with attacking you. That's just so typical.
On site, it is on site ho.
Wow, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Tune in next week when I go toe to toe against Abby Lee Miller for the Angriest Eater
Nasty,
Award.
whack,
So exciting! I
cracker
wonder
ass
who will
bitch.
win.